We're recording.
Alright, so this is either episode 3 or 4.
This is one of those episodes. Either 3 or 4.
We were very lukewarm on the last episode.
It was kind of a sporadic moment. I mean, this might have been a little bit more sporadic,
Yes, we got the lamb.
But at the same time, like, I don't know. I just feel like I didn't put enough effort in last night. I feel like you were putting in a lot of effort, and I felt like I wasn't matching, so...
I went ham.
We had to go again and just give it another shot.
I felt like nothing I could do would be good enough for him. It was just one of those kind of nights.
I don't know, dude. I think you were doing better than me last night. You were kind of...
I was putting in the work.
Putting the show on. But at the same time, I feel like we just weren't talking about...
anything real?
We were talking about real things, but they were, I don't know, they were just a bit dull and boring.
Yeah.
So we just came up with a better game plan this time.
Yeah.
Just some better things to talk about. So, without further ado, this is Spooky Season Podcast, episode 3 or 4. We're not sure yet.
Thank you to all our viewers for tuning back in.
It's pretty nice. We got a good setup here. We got some... You want to take a shot of that? You gonna take a swig?
Alright, for the viewers, if we get 50 subscribers, that'll have no effect on whether I do this again or not. Woo!
Oh no!
Fucker. Can you hand me that towel? Yeah. Can we get a shot of that for the camera?
Oh no! We busted the apple cider vinegar. I guess no more shots will be flung. Where did I put the towel? There it is.
Yeah.
All right, just a quick cleanup. Yeah. Oh god, it smells, dude. That
like apple cider vinegar.
Smells like apple cider vinegar.
So we're off to a great start to tonight's episode.
And he's not even drunk.
Yeah.
He had 0 alcohols today.
Correct. I'm not much of a drinker.
Oh, dude.
Broken glass on my fucking floor. Great way to start. I'm not mad about that, though. I did it. He didn't do it.
It's alright. It was an accident.
Yeah. This wasn't planned at all. Wink.
I hope so.
Yeah, that would be a waste of $5. $1 for each person who watches this fucking video.
Rip.
I shouldn't curse. Cursing sounds bad and doesn't add anything artistically.
Alright. We're back in business.
In my dirty, filthy room. So we've been ranking our burps lately.
That's always been a thing, dude.
I don't know. All right, so
Anyway, let's get on with the show here and what we got to speak about.
All right.
Want to start on your list? Your list is a little bit shorter than my list, but
I just want to say I steal a lot of my material from Sam Hyde. I just think that they're interesting things to talk about, and typically he doesn't bounce it off someone else. He's just saying it in like a machine gun manner, and I don't know. So I heard this thing, and I can't verify it or not because I don't know how much you trust science. But I heard that guys usually finish developing their personality around 30 and women around 20/21.
okay. I mean, I don't think personality development for guys would be around 30.
Ending
like
around 30.
Ending around 30. I don't know, because I mean I'm 25 right now, and I feel like my personality is not evolving in any way, shape, or form. But I feel like there are things that line up with that. I think girls, you're kind of correct. I feel like, what did you say? Girls around 20,
21. That's what I heard.
I feel like that's pretty solid. Yeah, I feel like that is. But for guys, I feel like we're a little bit earlier than 30. I wouldn't say 30. I would say more like 25, 26.
We are like 20. We are 25 at the time of this recording.
But I feel like guys kind of hit their peak around, maybe not their peak, but you hit something around 30, something. It's like your value to women is kind of increasing, and
hopefully,
and hopefully your what do you call it? Like I guess your just value in society. Like you're building more, assets, and you're gaining more income, and like you're becoming like a more valuable man. By 30, I feel like that's
complete
correct.
person.
But I don't think that's a more complete person. But I don't think that's change like I don't feel like your personality is changing at all.
I don't know. Okay, so we were in a car ride with his. By the way, before I say anything else, that's insulation on my ceiling, on my parents' ceiling right now, because I live inside of my parents' bi-level, and I'm very great. I don't pay any rent, and you can think whatever you want of that. I'm not ashamed.
I don't think our cameras can see that.
Yeah, the laptop.
That camera can see
I'm
that.
sure we'll have one shot of it in there.
Yeah, probably from the apple cider vinegar incident.
Yes, I think that made the video.
I should have used my beard to wipe it up.
Yes, that's another topic for discussion. Ryan looks 5 years older with a beard.
Yeah, I'm already 30. My personality is already stopped elevating.
Yeah. He can't go any farther. If he was to die at his peak, he'd be died right now.
I would have been dead yesterday.
Yes, he peaked yesterday. No, that's a joke. I don't really mean that. I hope Ryan never stops peaking in terms of growth.
I will never stop peaking. I'm heading back to Columbus, Ohio tomorrow.
But I'm
thinking about shaving the beard off, actually.
Yeah.
I might just do it. I feel like if I do go ahead and trim it down, I feel like I'm going to keep the stash, though.
Oh.
Gonna keep the stash. It's funny.
In an ironic way, like funny.
No,
like,
I wouldn't keep it. I'd probably like keep it for like 1 or 2 days, just because it is.
It is kind of funny.
It is kind of funny.
Yeah, to have like horrendously bad facial hair.
Yeah.
But back to your question. Your dad said in the car, pretty much. We drove back from a raceway today. That's why my skin. I think my skin looks red.
Yeah, I definitely got sunburn.
Yeah, he's whiter than I am. So make of that what you want, audience.
From here to here, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. See, look at how sunburn I got.
I can't see that.
Can you not see that?
Oh, I thought
it cuts off right.
Yeah,
here.
It's ridiculously pink. Show the camera.
The camera's not gonna pick it up, but actually it might.
Yeah, it picks
the
it
laptop
up.
Camera could kind of pick it up. Yeah, I got sunburn from here up. Or from here down.
He also has some tattoos, but his dad was saying on the car ride back from the Speedway that people generally don't change, and I don't think I agree with that, because honestly, if I were to meet 20-year-old me and I was having a conversation with him, I would probably want to beat myself up. Like, not me, the guy, 20-year-old version of me, because, like, I don't like that dude at all.
Honestly, I mean, I know what you mean and what you're saying, and I agree with that. Like, I feel like I've changed a lot. I've become a different person from when I was 20 years old. That was 5 years ago.
Yes.
That was 5 freaking years ago. It feels like yesterday, dude.
Yeah, 20.
Oh my goodness.
That's when we had that little show in your dad's house.
Yeah.
That was fun. We put a clip from that right here.
It's true, I remember everything I said. It's worth everything right to hurt the best and worst. So who are you? Who are you? I don't know. It's still haunting my dreams. Hey,
at the
Look
same
how fat I was. Oh my gosh.
But at the same time, I feel like generally people don't change that much, you know?
That's kind of just a cynic mindset.
People changing. So I feel like you do change over time, but at the same time, you know, I feel like you don't change. Like, you still always have your quirks, and your little... You just kind of like your really set in stone personality traits that you're not really going to change.
Like, what would you
that
say
much.
some of mine are?
Having a dirty bedroom.
I cleaned my bedroom.
You did. I'm proud of you. Good job.
And for the record, I was gonna do my laundry last night and make a thing about cleaning it, but my bedroom was dirty. But that's because I don't have like a lot of ambition with life right now. Feel bad for me, audience.
There's no ambition. Okay, anyway, moving on. People don't really change that
Yes,
much.
they
Like,
do.
you do over time. You gain, but what are we influenced by? We're influenced by the freaking social media and like all the crap that you see on Facebook and all the crap that you see all the time, you know. Is what it is.
People still go through major life changes after it. Women can change after 21. But that's a stereotype I think is interesting. I want to see you discuss it in the comment section below if you're really involved.
Comment down below.
Please.
I'll have to give you access to this channel so you can go on and respond to the comments and stuff. We'll have to change it to the NKR podcast.
NKR. Nick's not even a part of it, though.
I know, right? We gotta get him back in here.
Yeah, I don't think he'll appreciate the pressure from us to do it. But
we'll get him back on here. Anyway, let's go to the first topic on my. And this came up earlier, actually, when we were at the Speedway earlier. I had a friend, message me about, you know, like I haven't talked to this girl, and she's not a girl that I'm interested in like dating or anything because she's not within my tastes for women, but she was a really cool person, so I wanted to be friends with her at least, you know. Sure. I met her once, but she just keeps texting me, and like it's kind of, honestly, it's always like the same kind of stuff. She'll just randomly text me out of nowhere, and she'll just go on and on and on about like, oh my goodness, like I was in the hospital for 3 weeks and like I'm not doing good and like this and that and I'm dying and like I gotta go to surgery next week and I might be dying or something. So like that's this topic right now. It's just friends talking about depressing shit. It's like, and it's not always like, a lot of times it's your actual friends, right? But in this case, it's like a person that isn't really my friend. It's just like someone I kind of knew, and I don't really know her. I met her once, and like we were chill, and she got my number, and we would text like every now and then, just like, hey, what's up? But you know, it's, why are you texting me like this crap about you being in the hospital
in the middle of the day?
And like just this like horribly depressing stuff that's just like, dang, like I don't even want to read this, let alone respond to you.
Yeah, it is kind of a heavy thing just to unload on someone at the beginning of a conversation. I don't know that it would be such a big deal if you were attracted to her. I don't even know that you would be here right now. I feel like maybe you'd be on the phone with her talking about her day right now instead of chilling with your bro in Moscow. But I mean, I do get where you're coming from. Like a lot of times it is weird. Like sometimes you talk to people and you just feel like a fucking ear or a conversational sponge where they don't even really care what you have to say, but just that you're hearing them. And I get where you're coming from too. You feel kind of used. Yeah.
It's not even like you're being used, because like a further example would be this other guy that I was actually pretty good friends with, and he messaged me probably like a month or almost 2 months ago, less than 2 months ago, and you know, he's just like, what's up, like I haven't talked to you in a while, how's it going, this and that. And you know, the first message, and I'm like, I messaged back, it's my first message, and I'm like, yeah man, like everything's been going pretty good, like everything's been chill, I've been having fun, how are you doing, and this and that. And then he comes back with the second message after not talking to him for a few months, is just like, my friend just died the other week, sorry, I've been so distant. Like, I'm like, I didn't even respond to him. How do you respond to that? It's
I'm
like
sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I guess, but it's just like I would say that to a friend like you, where we've been friends since high school, fucking 10 years ago.
You really know this guy.
But this guy, like, I met last year, you know, and we were like cool friends, but we were kind of just like hanging out friends. We weren't like deep emotional friends.
It's like, you've never talked to me like this before, so why are
It's like, no, he has, and that's the topic. It's like friends, like people who just love talking about super depressing stuff like that. It's like
they get a high from it.
Yeah, he has like talked about that before. Like I have had him be like, oh, dude, like my friend just died, and he's all butthurt about it. But we're like, you're like his friend died from ODing on fucking heroin or drugs or something.
So that makes it not as bad.
Kinda. I mean,
oh man,
that's
an opinion to put on the internet.
Yeah. If you're friends with people who are fucking shooting up heroin and stuff, and they like it's kind of gonna come at some point. You kind of have to expect it.
There is a sense of, I mean, how old was this dude?
Probably like our age, like 25, 26.
Yeah,
27.
no, I mean, it's weird. Out of all the people I've known that died, most of the people that have died have been from an overdose, and it's really sad. So, like, I get where the guy is coming from. Like, I didn't see it happening to the people that I knew that died, and rest in peace, you know. I feel like you're the bad guy in this.
Okay, whatever. Like I feel it. No, I mean I feel it. But the thing is, at the same. Okay, so when he texted me that, my friend that I knew from my old workplace at Best Buy, you know, had just died from cancer.
Oh dang! I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, and I didn't feel the need to come back and be like, oh, that sucks. One of my old friends just died from cancer, you know? It's like, because that's why I didn't respond. That's what pissed me off the most is that...
Like, he could even care about that.
He's, like, trying to, like, get a pity party because his buddy died, but he doesn't even know that he just texted me and my buddy had just recently died.
Dude, one of the craziest things is just how people react to death. It is weird. Like, I don't think that's something you should just, like, put in the start of a conversation.
No. That's
not to, like, somebody you barely know.
That's the whole
That's
topic.
Not getting anything right now.
It doesn't matter. We don't need to use that.
Fair enough. But suicidal feelings are, like, really hard to deal with. Like, in a serious way, like, I joked about killing myself. Like, I'll often be like, that... And just not, like, I don't mean, like, I'm actually going to kill myself, but I hate what's happening, I don't want this to happen, this is a total annoyance, and, pretty much it's trying to, like, what I think the person who's trying to do it sometimes is seeing how, like, somebody reacts to that, because if they say, coming to someone and saying, hey, I need help, puts you in a position of vulnerability, or, like, I'm sad, saying you're sad about something, kind of, like, makes it seem like you're putting a burden on something, but to make a joke of it, that's kind of a gauge of how people actually feel about it. You can kind of see the immediate thing. If you're like, because I've done that before. Not killed myself, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously, but you know what I mean?
I mean, you might have. Maybe you don't know it.
And I just never told anyone about it?
No, maybe you just like, this is what life after death is like. You just continue your life. Or maybe you just bounce from dimension to dimension, you know? Maybe in, like, another dimension you just, like, died in a car accident, but you never really know because as soon as you die in that dimension, you bounce into another dimension.
I'm talking to Joe Rogan, everybody.
This is Joe Rogan with a beard.
Yeah.
It's just the beard. You can't recognize me. This is my second channel, actually. Make sure you subscribe. I'm from Austin, Texas, and I like hunting elk, and, yeah.
Expensive things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wearing a polo today.
You are.
Yes.
Alright,
Alright, next subject. Energy drinks.
Energy drinks.
They're like, they shouldn't be, they're bad. Like, that's it.
Yeah, well, how bad is the fourth one that you had today?
Alright, so today I had 2 kickstarts, and I had a Neuro Energy, and so all 3 of those together is about 280 milligrams of caffeine, and I swindled this sugar-free, which means cancer-ridden, Rockstar, and I don't even know how many, 160 milligrams, so 280 plus 160 is 440 milligrams.
Good. Well, let me have some of that, you fucking little sneed, stealing my Rockstar.
Sneak. Yeah. So how about Post Malone? Let us know what you think of him in the comment section below.
Comment below for Post Malone.
What do you think about my parents' bi-level that I don't pay rent in?
This isn't a bi-level.
That's what my dad referred to it as. What is it?
This is just a normal home.
Basement?
A bi-level?
No, this floor is the bi-level, I think.
No, dude, a bi-level is when you walk in the front door and there's just a little shoe area and there's a staircase going up and there's a staircase going down. That's a bi-level.
I don't feel like that's right. But I'm
That's
not gonna argue
correct.
it.
I mean,
Okay.
your mom would know better, but that's what...
Yeah, she would.
That's what I know a bi-level as. Because that makes sense, right? When you walk in the front door and it's a bi-level. Like, your front door is at this level, and then there's a level going up, which is like your kitchen and your bedrooms, and then there's a level going down, which is your like finished basement.
Yeah, so I've noticed that caffeine drinks, some of them say 18 plus on them, and like you don't need to present an ID to buy it or to vote. So like I feel like we should.
Where does this fucking say 18 plus on
I
it?
know, but like the C4 does.
Oh, those are dangerous.
Yeah, like okay, so my last job I had. Sometimes I would drink 2 of those a day, and I'd be sitting all day, and it was just awful.
His brain was exploding the whole time.
I'm numb to energy drinks right now, I think.
Right.
Who dares me to chug the rest of this? Ooh.
Ooh, I think our viewers in the comments are daring you to chug it right now.
Look. Ooh, I feel so rushed right now.
Look at this guy. He's got his EMS education shirt on. I love how we're just staring into the webcam more than the actual like good cameras.
Yeah, I mean, but this way it'll show us doing different things. You know, we could have 3 screens in it. We're talking about the production of the video. This is getting too meta. Like, we've gotten past postmodern. We're on the point of being postmodern. And, like, perhaps even post-modern in the podcast department.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, let's go grab a new topic. Should we go into the phone world or should we go into more of the personality realm?
I need to do my hair. My hair, I don't like it. I need to get a haircut. What do you have written down for personality?
For the personality realm, what are people seeing?
Garbage. I think I talked about this a lot last episode. If you have cable, get rid of it.
No, not in the cable.
Yes.
Like content realm. What are people seeing
In their fucking
in
Instagram
themselves? Yeah.
feed? Well, you are the hottest product.
Comparing yourself to others.
That you didn't go. You're just changing the subject.
What are people seeing? They're not seeing much because I don't post anything.
Yeah. We
Ever.
shouldn't. Like, we shouldn't even be making this video right now.
We shouldn't.
Because the FBI is going to see it and they're going to have a file on me.
They already have a file on you.
They already record all my phone conversations. Google already has all my information. And honestly, this video is probably going to be taken down. But yeah, I have an Android phone. And sometimes, like, it'll hear what I'm... Maybe it won't hear, but I've heard countless stories of people saying something like talking to a coworker about a wedding ring, and you see an advertisement on your phone for rings, or something like that. And it's messed up. I don't like it. And frankly, you should be using something like the Brave browser or something like that. It's very threatening to me that like a mega corporation has all this information on me. And I don't like it. It puts me in an uncomfortable position. We all should be uncomfortable with it. Facebook steals your info and probably keeps a copy of every single message you have. Same with Snapchat and Gmail, and I think even Proton Mail is... I can't verify this. I think Proton Mail is maybe owned by Google. Let me know in the comments section below.
I mean, you're pretty spot on there with everything, and now we're going to fast forward into our social media section, which that kind of leads into. So, speaking of the Facebook weirdness and the, Instagram is owned by Facebook, so
Yeah.
What about... And this was written back at a time when we were 24. We are no longer 24, people. We are 25.
I know, quarter century
5.
crisis.
Quarter of a century, probably 1/3 of your life crisis at
Yeah.
least, or at most. So 25-year-old male. So if I go onto Instagram and I click on that little magnifying glass icon that looks, it's like the search
bar.
the search button. It looks like a magnifying glass, and it's a search button. And then you click on it, and then all I see is all these girls, like their faces and their butts and their boobs, and they're in bikinis, and they're barely wearing clothes, and they're all very sexualized. They're all like half naked, but we don't know how old they are, and it's kind of unsettling. It's weird because
I don't like...
some of them might be not over 18, which is
Creepy.
like, why is that popping up?
I mean,
like Facebook and Instagram should know that I'm over the age of 18, so they should not be showing me a picture,
it shouldn't be recommended.
a sexualized picture of someone under the age of 18.
How is somebody in a bathing suit sexualized? Defend your view.
If you look at the poses and you look at yeah, it's not just like, like fun splashing in the water with a bathing suit on. It's like, oh my god, and so hot, and they're like posing for the camera like in a swimsuit. Like obviously,
so you're saying
it's
you're
purposely
against women being comfortable with their body.
I'm against being shown a underage person
So you want them to
very sexualized.
Is that... Did you
manner.
actually find that... I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I
don't find it No, I do find it unsettling. It's like, because I don't want to be attracted to
people you don't know.
Someone who's underage. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I don't like it. All of that's creepy too. A lot of people... I think it's kind of entertaining to me when people like meet people from the internet. Like, I've done that before. I don't know, but it is crazy. Like this is interesting to me. Like, what makes somebody from the internet less creepy than somebody you just randomly meet in real life? Like, sure, that guy who randomly added you on Facebook might be like a serial killer, but so could your coworker.
That is true.
So the point is, you should be suspicious of everyone and just treat everyone like they've done every evil in the book, and never try to make new friends.
So do we want to keep going in the phone world, or do we want to go back up to not phone world? What else do you got?
Tell him the story about the guy who freaked out when you were showing him the video.
Showing him the video of what?
You showed a video to this guy and you said something in it, and the guy got pissed.
Oh, my friend, Drew, yeah. I call him out by name. I mean, that's not much of a name. It's
He's
his
probably not going to watch the video.
It's his middle name. It's his middle name, and yeah, he's not even going to watch the video. But yeah, I was showing him a video from 2017 or 2018, and, it was back in college, and I was just hanging out with friends, and I think, like, at one point in the video, a joke came up where it was like we were all just joshing around, a bunch of friends just joking, and the word it came up, and
disavow.
And I didn't say the word, but the word came up and
And like the guy,
and he was my friend. Like he was like, no, dude, no, we're done watching this. Like, you know, like, no, man, wait, I can't, like that. You know, if you're gonna be acting like that, I was like, dude, this video was from freaking years ago, and I'm like, I was with my friends. Like, it's not like. And it was funny because the context in the video was I was walking up to Will's car at the time, which was the same car that I had, so I was making a joke about his car because I was like, oh, look at this, you know, lame car that, you know, because I have the same one and I know that they kind of suck, so I was like, oh, look at this lame car. I was like, look at this car, you know. It was just a joke. It was just a joke. That was it.
I just want to say
It was just a joke, and he just got so butthurt about it that he had to shut the video off, and he was like, no, if you're gonna be like that, man, you know, screw that. Like, and I was like, whatever.
yeah.
It was from years ago.
I'm
Like,
glad-
that was my friend. Like, you can't tell people how they can communicate and joke around with their friends. Like, if I want to say an offensive, dirty word to my friend, I can do that as long as he's not hurt by it. Why would it hurt an outsider that overheard it? You know?
It's like it's not his place to be upset by it.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't directed at anyone in particular. It was directed at my friend as a joke.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't. Sometimes people. I mean, I'll say this too. There was a time period in my life where anytime somebody would say a certain thing, I would just feel totally, hold on, you're not...
I'm just gonna stop that.
What?
I just stopped the computer recording.
Okay, yeah, there was a time period in my life...
We gotta close it. We're getting
I know, we're getting up there.
50 minutes.
We'll use this one as the one that's facing me as the basing point, but there was a time period in my life where anytime somebody like made a dirty joke or something that was just like stupid, it would just kind of get my vibe down and ruin my like make me like have a worse day. And it does kind of suck being at work and just hearing people make stupid jokes and having to hear it. I do kind of get where he's coming from with that. But like, I mean, I don't know. At the same time, I think I can. I think I'm taking his side a bit too. Like, not necessarily for how he felt, but like he should be able to feel like, dude, I don't like hearing swearing. Like it ruins.
Say the word.
Yeah, like maybe he would. He don't like that, you know. All right, I think that's a good point to end the video.
No, you don't need it. Okay,
All right,
we'll close it out. We'll close it out. All right. After all of that, that's gonna be the podcast for tonight because we're at 50 minutes.
Episode 3 or 4.
Episode 3 or 4.
Woo!
Subscribe and comment below.
Yo.